occasion we've all awaited for 51 weeks, the start of the greatest festival of jumping in the whole world. A week that's carefully structured to come to its climax at 3:30 on Thursday, when the grey horse seeks to do it again. And after a drizzly morning, the festival began in bright sunshine this afternoon. The crowd, a perennial band of Cheltenham pilgrims, numbered over 40,000. And the man that many expected to dominate the first day was Toby Balding, whose principal runners were Beach Road and Morley Street in the Champion and Forest Sun. 12 months ago, Beach Road sprang a major surprise in the Champion Hurdle at 50 to 1. This year, he's been anti-post favourite until the last 48 hours. And then today, renewed support ensured that he went off favourite at 2 to 1. His big rival, the second favourite, was the Newmarket-trained grey Kribensis, ridden by Richard Dunwoody and running in the colours of Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum, bidding to become the first grey champion hurdler for 52 years. At the 12th hour, Amanda Harwood took the ride on Vagador after Mark Perrott had declared himself unfit. Ironically, the start was delayed when Vagador broke the tape.
Wait for it. That's it, and they're away. And Nomadic Way, one of the first to show, with Island Set right up there, and Sudden Victory over on the far side. Sudden Victory and Nomadic Way, and Persian Style has gone at the first. Persian Style a faller, and Sudden Victory is taking him along from Nomadic Way, with Past Glories up there and Deep Sensation, and Distrain not far behind the lead. Sudden Victory ensuring the gallop from Nomadic Way, Past Glories, Deep Sensation. Vagador just in behind him. Distrain over on the far side, being tracked by Cruising Altitude as Sudden Victory jumps the second in the lead from Nomadic Way, Deep Sensation, and two more fallers. Cruising Altitude has gone there, Cruising Altitude has gone, and also Bank View. Cruising Altitude and Bank View have gone at the second, and Sudden Victory has a two-length advantage from Nomadic Way. Then on the inside, Distrain, then Past Glories. Then comes Don Valentino and Vagador and Deep Sensation on the outside. Island Set comes next, followed by Morley Street, and Beach Road is in fact last of the runners as they run downhill, with Sudden Victory in the lead from Nomadic Way, Distrain, Past Glories, Don Valentino, Deep Sensation and Morley Street and Vagador as they come to the third. And Sudden Victory lands in the lead from Nomadic Way. Distrain on the inside, on the outer is Past Glories. Just behind them, Don Valentino, Redundant Pal has made good ground. Deep Sensation well up there towards the outside. Sudden Victory, though, still with the advantage as they run down towards the fourth flight. Sudden Victory from Nomadic Way. Deep Sensation on the outside. Slight mistake there by Redundant Pal. Past Glories well in touch. So's Distrain on the inside. It's Sudden Victory from Nomadic Way and Distrain and Past Glories. Then Deep Sensation. Behind Deep Sensation is Kribensis, who's making steady headway now over the fifth. And there it was Sudden Victory from Nomadic Way and Past Glories going right up there on the outside. Deep Sensation just in behind him. Sudden Victory has given way now to Nomadic Way and Past Glories, who are disputing it ahead of Deep Sensation and Kribensis, who's making quite good progress. Beach Road has got a great deal to do at the moment. Past Glories is the leader with Nomadic Way. These two disputing it from Deep Sensation. Elementary's coming there strongly on the outside. Beach Road is starting to improve now, and three out. It was Past Glories, and on the inside Nomadic Way, then Deep Sensation, then Beach Road still making ground with Kribensis upside him. Coming down to the second last, Nomadic Way and Past Glories now at the second last. Past Glories and Nomadic Way as they round the home turn. Past Glories and Nomadic Way with Beach Road on the outside and Kribensis getting into contention. Nomadic Way has the advantage from Past Glories under pressure. Beach Road is coming there towards the stand side. Kribensis over on the far side up the final flight. Beach Road on the near side. Kribensis on the far side. Past Glories right up with them. Racing into the closing stages. It's Kribensis on the far side. On the near side it's Beach Road. As they race up towards the line, Kribensis has the advantage. As they come to the line, Kribensis is going to win the champion hurdle. Kribensis has won it from Nomadic Way. Past Glories was third and 4 Beach Road. Kribensis the winner.
Well, as they come onto that last bend, got Nomadic Way under skew on the inside. Kribensis being pushed along by Richard Dunwoody. Past Glories running far better than I thought he would, but that's probably a help to him anyway. And Beach Road being really nudged along. Deep Sensation behind him, Don Valentino on the rails, Morley Street just tucked in behind, and Jixie Jack, the other one in the picture. The Nomadic Way jumps brilliantly here, but Richard Dunwoody, the ace stylist, picks his stick up in his left hand, and he's now going to forge ahead to become one of the few jockeys that has won the Grand National, the Gold Cup, and the Champion Hurdle. You'll remember Willie Robinson, Bobby Beasley and Fred Winter doing it. Richard Dunwoody has joined that elite group. Here, Kribensis with his head in front. He's never lacked for a battling tendency, and he's gone all the way to the line here. It'll be certainly a big feather in Michael Stoute's cap. I know the classics are a long way removed in flat trainers' eyes, but to win a champion hurdle is not an easy thing.
And a delighted Michael Stoute there with Richard Dunwoody and this bonny little horse by the Derby winner, Penbit, out of Aquaria. Congratulations for Richard. Officially placed third was Past Glories, who ran such a tremendous race for the North. The distance is 3 lengths and 3/4 of a length.
Jamie Osborne was the only casualty in the race. He broke his collarbone in his fall on cruising altitude. And Kribensis comfortably beat the course record. It was Anne Leet who received the trophy on behalf of Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum. For Michael Stoute, it was a first champion hurdle with the only jumper that he's ever trained, while Richard Dunwoody became one of the elite few to have won a Grand National, Gold Cup and champion hurdle.
Nomadic Way was going pretty strongly in front of you. Were you always confident you'd take him?
Yes, I hoped he would just lead me a little bit further. You know, I was planning on being a length down jumping the last, and I'm just up jumping the last. But once they've come back to me, I think, on landing, and I've battled on really well.
He's come up the hill as he did as a 4-year-old, to be fair to him.
That's right. Yeah.
Were you looking for Beach Road?
Certainly didn't. I wasn't looking for anything.
You weren't aware of anything sort of trying to catch you?
You know, I know once I've quickened away sort of just after the last to halfway up the running, you know, then I was confident nothing would get to me then.
But he's only ever once been beaten in his life. I suspect he'll come back here next season and try and retain this title.
Well, I hope he'll be here for a few years yet. Yeah.
And of course on Thursday you've got another champion, Desert Orchid. How is he?
They say he's in great form, so looking forward to that as much as I was to this today.
You know, his preparation has gone extremely well, and the ground came right for him. Richard gave him a lovely ride, as usual. Everything slotted into place. And it appears we trained him better this time than last, but...
Well, it's a great personal triumph for you, but because it can't be very easy to train a horse when he's just the one jumping horse that you train.
Yeah, but he's easy. He's very straightforward. I'm really delighted for the horse because, you know, in the build-up to Cheltenham, he's had a few knockers, and I'm delighted that he's silenced them, truly.
And Desert Orchid is now 6-4 on for the Gold Cup. The bookmakers have colossal liabilities. Kribensis returned at 95-40, Nomadic Way second, 8-1, Past Glories third, 150-1. Beach Road finished fourth, and Morley Street was fifth. But the day began with another strong fancy from Toby Balding's stable in the Waterford Crystal Supreme Novices Hurdle. That was Forrest's son, one of the season's top novices and winner of his last 4 races. He went off favourite at 7-4. Against him was Peter Scudamore's first fancied rider of the meeting, Bitter Buck, trained by Charlie Brooks. Better Buck's closely related to Celtic Shot. The race ensured the festival got off to a flying start.
Beginning to swing left-handed now in this Waterford Crystal Supreme Novices Hurdle. Better Buck goes up on the inside. Stratford Pons joining him. Then Art Trail on the outer. Then comes Danny Harold. Behind Danny Harold is Rakes Lane. Then comes Man of the West and Whatever You Like and Free Line finishing as they race towards the top of the hill. And Art Trail is back in the lead, and a tremendous amount of horses here in contention at the top of the hill as Rakes Lane goes second. Stratford Pons is third. 4 is Whatever You Like, and 5 Danny Harold, and 6 is Man of the West on the inside, and on the outer then is Free Line finishing as the leader. Art Trail, something's going to miss there, and he's being pulled up. And he's left Stratford Pons in the lead now. Stratford Pons with the advantage from Rakes Lane. Rakes Lane and Stratford Pons, these two. Forest Sun has come there very strongly, the favourite on the outside. Just in behind them, going well too, is Shoe Fly. Racing down now over the second last, and as they do so, Forest Sun has taken it up now from Rakes Lane. Rakes Lane, Forest Sun, and Danny Harold, and then in 4th place it's Man of the West. And now it's Rakes Lane with the advantage from Danny Harold. Forest Sun under pressure. Man of the West in 4th place. This is the final flight now. Danny Harold on the far side, Forest Sun on the near side. Rakes Lane between horses. Man of the West jumped at 4th, racing into the closing stages. Forest Sun on the near side takes it up now, and it's Forest Sun, the favourite. Is he going to win the opener? 25 yards to run for Forest Sun, and he's storming clear, and he's going to win it. And at the line, Forest Sun has won it. Danny Harold is second, Rakes Lane is third, and running on to be 4th is Only Star.
Forest Sun, the winner, the 7-4 favourite. Danny Harold second at 20-1. Rakes Lane third at 33-1. The race was a triumph for jockey Jimmy Frost, and Forest Sun surely a possible future champion. Well, after the disappointment of Better Buck, it was Celtic Shot's turn to try to enhance the family name in the Arkle Challenge Trophy. Earlier in the season he was mooted as a Gold Cup possibility. Now he was back to 2 miles and unsuitably fast ground. His main rival looked to be Commandante, back from 14-1 down to 9-2 over the past 2 weeks. His trainer Josh Gifford's horses have been under the weather, but this horse was trained to the minute.
Racing now towards the final ditch, and as they do so, Young Snugfit has a 3-length advantage of on the inside Sionante, on the outside Commandante. The leaders jump it with Blitzkrieg 4 and still going well. 5 is Mr. Point. 6 then is Celtic Shot. Antinous is getting a little bit closer. The Musical Priest is still well in contention. Kaiichi, the 5-year-old, is still right there too. For the Grain has dropped back a bit. They've got 3 left to jump now in the Arkle Challenge Trophy. Young Snugfit has made just about all the running so far, with plenty of them breathing down his neck, including Celtic Shot, Kaiichi on the outside, the Musical Priest, Commandante. Young Snugfit landed in the lead there from For the Grain. Very nearly went to that one, just recovered, but very nearly on the floor. Young Snugfit's the leader from the Musical Priest for Ireland, and Kaiichi for Ireland on the outside. Young Snugfit at the second last lands 2 lengths clear of the Musical Priest and Kaiichi. Then comes Commandante in 4, 5 Blitzkrieg racing round the home turn, and Young Snugfit with a 2 to 3 length advantage now under Jamie Osborne, and 1 fence left to jump. Kaiichi in the sheepskin noseband goes second just ahead of Commandante. Young Snugfit being chased by Kaiichi. Young Snugfit lands in the lead. Kaiichi second, Commandante third. Antinous has now moved into 4th. It's Young Snugfit beginning to tie up as Commandante challenges. And it's Young Snugfit from Commandante. Commandante beginning to get up as they race towards the line. Commandante has taken it up and is going to win it. Commandante has won it. Kaiichi is second and third. Young Snugfit in a photo, and 4 Antinous. Commandante has won it. It's a photo probably between Kaiichi and Young Snugfit for second. Yes, the judges called a photo for second.
Commandante, the winner, 9-2. Kaiichi second at 12-1. Young Snugfit third at 9-2. A fine ride that by Peter Hobbs, who was still smarting from a black eye and a broken nose sustained in a crashing fall last week. But the day's second most valuable race was the Waterford Crystal Stayers Hurdle, Looked a really open race. Ride Again went off fractional favourite. The Irish hadn't won a race at the festival for 2 years, but 4th of July, Trapper John and Navog gave them a strong hand.
Floyd from Flying Dancer. Pragada on the outside. Tito Lafront for France still going well. Old Dundalk making progress on the inside in the same colours incidentally as Floyd. Cassius King still running the picture. Ride Again making ground on the inside. Coming down towards the next, the 9th. And Floyd just in the lead at that one from Pragada on the outside. Clifalda's been pulled up. Bluff Cove still very well in contention. Old Dundalk on the inside. Tito Lafront is still there and going strongly under Christo Aubert. Just behind them is Ride Again with Cassius King next. Over that one, Floyd on the inside of Pragada towards the outer as they race towards the top of the hill. Old Dundalk is third. Tito Lafront is fourth. Then comes Bluff Cove just in behind him and improving back into the picture, Richard Dunwoody. But Floyd still has the advantage as they run downhill with 3 left to jump. It's Floyd showing on the right of the picture with his white face. Pragada is almost up with him. Brabazon's coming there. Galmoy on the white outside under pressure. Trapper John is making progress too. Floyd on the near side. Bluff Cove fights his way back though into the lead. It's Bluff Cove now from Pragada. Galmoy under. Strong driving from Tommy Carmody. Trapper John is coming there for Ireland too. Bluff Cove though just has the advantage 2 out and lands in the lead. Bluff Cove from Cassius King. Faller there was Ride Again. Bluff Cove is the leader. Trapper John is challenging in second. Cassius King is third. Racing to the final flight now. And Bluff Cove and Richard Dunwoody with the advantage from Trapper John challenging for Ireland. Bluff Cove in the bandages. Lands in the lead from Trapper John who lands second. Navog is putting in a tremendous run too. Bluff Cove being pressed by Trapper John in the centre. Navog towards the near side. And Trapper John just takes it up from Bluff Cove with Navog finishing like a train, but Trapper John is going to hold them all and win it. Trapper John has won it from Navog. Bluff Cove is third. 4 was Ickdam and 5 Cassius King and 6 Brabazon. And that's how they finished.
Trapper John the winner, 15-2. Navog second, 16-1. Bluff Cove third, 33-1. So Ireland's drought ended with a 1-2. And these were the last 2 results of the day.
And the 440, first number 11, Master Bob, 20-1. Second number 10, Golden Minstrel, 10-1. Third number 5, Dudie, 9-1. And fourth number 1, Mr. Frisk, 7-1. And the last race of the day, the 5:15, first number 7, Catabatic, 11-4 favourite. Second number 11, Tressida, 11-1. And third number 6, Gold Options, 10-1.
Well, tomorrow's feature is the Queen Mother 2-mile champion chase, and the big news is the Barnbrook again. Last year's winner, trained by David Ellsworth, will be in the field again. He's overnight favourite at 13-8. But the toast today on the Cotswolds was Kribensis and Richard Dunwoody. Remember, he rides another grey horse later in the week. Good night.
Now just ahead of Tennis Spades and then Yahoo. And then made a